The Magic of Food Order. A Simple Hack for Better Health. Episode 2 of 2. Discover the secret to better health with a groundbreaking hack that can transform your meals and stabilize your glucose levels, without any costly diets or drastic changes. Discover a revolutionary approach to enhancing your health. This audiobook reveals how the order in which you consume food can dramatically impact your metabolic well-being. Whether you're looking to improve your health or support others, this resource is invaluable. This episode reveals how starting your meals with vegetables, followed by proteins and fats, and saving carbs for last can help you feel satiated longer while positively impacting your hunger hormones. Join us on this enlightening journey to improve your health with just one simple change. Focus points. Proteins, fats, and fiber explained. Dive deep into the role of proteins, healthy fats, and fiber in your diet. Good protein sources. Identify the best sources of protein to include in your meals. Study on hunger and hormones. Examine research on how food order affects hunger hormones. Long-term effects on type 2 diabetes. Learn how this approach can help prevent type 2 diabetes. Implementing a Veggie Starter. Get practical tips on incorporating veggies at the start of your meals for maximum benefit. Learning outcomes. Understand the health benefits of eating food in a specific order. Gain insights into how meal composition can impact glucose stability and overall health. Learn practical strategies to incorporate this health hack into daily meals. Discover the long-term benefits of maintaining a balanced diet that prioritizes vegetables and proteins. By the end of this audiobook, you'll be empowered to make simple yet impactful changes to your eating habits, setting the stage for a healthier future. Focus point 1. Proteins are crucial for nearly every biological function in the body, from building muscle to producing enzymes and hormones. Selecting the right protein sources is essential for maximizing health benefits, supporting metabolism and maintaining balanced glucose levels. Including a variety of high-quality protein options in your diet ensures you get all the essential amino acids and nutrients your body needs to function optimally. Animal-based protein sources. Powerhouses of nutrition. Animal-based proteins are considered complete proteins because they contain all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. These proteins are often more bioavailable, meaning they are easily absorbed and utilized by the body. Lean meat, poultry, fish, and eggs are top choices for those seeking efficient protein sources that also deliver essential vitamins and minerals. For example, chicken breast, which is low in fat and rich in protein, is a staple for many due to its high protein-to-calorie ratio. One grilled chicken breast can provide around 31 grams of protein, making it ideal for supporting muscle growth and repair. Similarly, fish like salmon or mackerel offer both protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health and reducing inflammation. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted that individuals who regularly consumed fish showed lower levels of inflammation and better cardiovascular health. This demonstrates the multifaceted benefits of animal-based proteins, which not only help build muscle but also enhance overall health. Eggs are another highly nutritious source of protein. A single large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein and is packed with essential nutrients like vitamin B12, riboflavin, and selenium. Consuming eggs for breakfast, as shown in studies by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, leads to increased satiety and a lower likelihood of snacking later in the day, promoting better glucose control and weight management. Plant-based protein sources. Rich in nutrients and versatility. For those who prefer plant-based options, there are numerous protein-rich foods that provide ample nutrition without relying on animal products. While many plant proteins are incomplete, lacking one or more essential amino acids, combining different plant sources can ensure you still receive a complete protein profile. Legumes such as lentils, chickpeas, and black beans are excellent plant-based protein sources that also offer dietary fiber, supporting both digestion and blood sugar control. For instance, a cup of cooked lentils provides about 18 grams of protein along with high levels of iron, folate, and magnesium. Lentils are also low in fat and promote cardiovascular health by lowering cholesterol levels, as outlined in a study published in Circulation. Nuts and seeds, including almonds, chia seeds, and pumpkin seeds, are other great options for adding protein to your diet. In addition to their protein content, nuts and seeds provide healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants, which are essential for combating oxidative stress and promoting metabolic health. Chia seeds, for example, offer around 4 grams of protein per ounce and are loaded with omega-3s and fiber, which aid in stabilizing blood sugar and reducing cravings. Tofu and tempeh, derived from soybeans, are complete plant-based proteins, making them ideal for vegans and vegetarians. Soy products like tofu contain all 9 essential amino acids and are versatile in meal preparation, from stir-fries to salads. Tempeh, in particular, has been found to promote gut health due to its fermented nature, as discussed in a study in Nutrition Reviews. Regular consumption of soy products has also been linked to improved heart health and reduced risk of breast cancer, making these foods beneficial beyond their protein content. The importance of protein diversity. It's important to incorporate a variety of protein sources into your diet to benefit from the unique nutrients each offers. Relying on only one type of protein can lead to deficiencies in certain vitamins or minerals. For example, while red meat is high in protein and iron, it should be consumed in moderation due to its potential link to cardiovascular issues when eaten in excess, as shown in research from Harvard Health. Combining animal and plant proteins can also help balance your nutrient intake. A balanced diet that includes eggs, fish, legumes, and nuts ensures you're not only getting a diverse amino acid profile but also vital micronutrients that support metabolic function, cardiovascular health, and immune strength. Recommendations for optimal protein choices. Incorporate lean animal proteins. Include lean cuts of meat like chicken or turkey, along with fish rich in omega-3s such as salmon, to enhance protein intake while supporting overall health. Add more plant-based proteins. Use legumes, nuts, seeds, and soy-based products to diversify your protein sources. These foods offer protein along with fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants that promote metabolic health. Combine protein sources. Aim for a mix of animal and plant-based proteins to cover a wider range of essential nutrients and amino acids, ensuring both muscle and metabolic health are optimized. By incorporating high-quality protein sources from both animal and plant origins, you can create a balanced diet that supports your body's needs and promotes long-term well-being. These protein-rich foods not only build muscle and regulate blood sugar but also deliver key nutrients that contribute to overall vitality. Focus point 2. Understanding the relationship between food order and hunger hormones is crucial to unlocking the secret behind feeling full longer and managing hunger more effectively. Research in recent years has increasingly focused on how the sequence in which food is consumed impacts the hormones that regulate appetite, such as insulin, ghrelin, and leptin. These hormones play a vital role in signaling hunger, satiety, and overall energy balance, and manipulating their response through food order can lead to better metabolic control and healthier eating habits. The science of hunger hormones. Insulin, ghrelin, and leptin are the primary hormones responsible for regulating hunger and satiety. Insulin, produced by the pancreas, helps control blood sugar levels. When glucose spikes, insulin is released to manage the excess sugar. Ghrelin, also known as the hunger hormone, signals the brain when it's time to eat, while leptin is the satiety hormone, responsible for signaling when you're full. The delicate balance between these hormones determines whether you feel hungry or satisfied after a meal. Studies have shown that the order in which you consume your food, specifically starting with fiber-rich vegetables, followed by proteins and fats, and ending with carbohydrates, has a profound effect on these hormones. A 2015 study published in Diabetes Care found that individuals who followed this food order experienced lower post-meal glucose and insulin levels compared to those who consumed carbohydrates first. By controlling insulin spikes, this eating pattern promotes better long-term glucose management and curbs hunger later in the day. Ghrelin and the food order effect. Ghrelin levels rise before meals and fall after eating, signaling hunger and fullness. However, the type of food you eat and its sequence significantly affect how ghrelin behaves. When you consume carbohydrates first, ghrelin levels decrease only briefly before rising again, making you feel hungry sooner. On the other hand, starting with fiber-rich vegetables and protein leads to a more sustained suppression of ghrelin, delaying the onset of hunger after meals. A study conducted by researchers at Weill Cornell Medicine found that participants who ate a meal starting with vegetables and protein had significantly lower levels of ghrelin post-meal compared to those who began with carbohydrates. This suggests that prioritizing protein and fiber in your meals can prolong the suppression of hunger signals, helping you stay full for longer. Leptin sensitivity and satiety. Leptin, the hormone responsible for telling your brain you're full, can be influenced by the composition of your meals and their order. Chronically high glucose spikes, often caused by consuming refined carbs and sugars, can lead to leptin resistance, where the brain no longer responds effectively to the hormone's signals. This can result in overeating and difficulty feeling satisfied after a meal. However, consuming foods rich in fiber and protein first has been shown to enhance leptin sensitivity. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, individuals who regularly follow this eating pattern demonstrate improved leptin signaling and greater satiety, reducing the likelihood of overeating. Case study: the effects of food order on satiety and hormones. A clinical trial conducted at a university hospital in Japan examined the effects of food order on hunger hormones in patients with type 2 diabetes. Participants were given 2 identical meals on separate days, but the order of consumption was reversed. On one day, participants consumed carbohydrates first, followed by protein and vegetables. On the second day, they consumed vegetables and protein first, followed by carbohydrates. The researchers measured ghrelin, insulin, and leptin levels before and after each meal. The results revealed that the group which ate vegetables and proteins first experienced a 30% lower insulin spike and sustained lower ghrelin levels. Moreover, their leptin sensitivity was enhanced, with participants reporting feeling fuller for a longer period. This demonstrates the significant impact that food order can have on hunger hormones and overall meal satisfaction. Practical application: how to control hunger with food order. By simply adjusting the sequence in which you eat your meals, you can harness the power of your body's natural hunger hormones to help regulate appetite and avoid unnecessary snacking or overeating. Begin meals with fiber-rich vegetables such as leafy greens or broccoli, to slow down digestion and stabilize glucose levels. Follow with a serving of lean protein or healthy fats, which further slows the release of glucose into the bloodstream. And finally, finish your meal with carbohydrates. This strategic approach to eating can result in more consistent satiety and improved energy levels throughout the day. Recommendations for implementing food order for hunger control. Start with vegetables. Include fiber-rich vegetables like spinach, kale, or Brussels sprouts to slow down digestion and reduce glucose spikes. Follow with protein and healthy fats. Opt for lean meats, legumes, or fish, paired with healthy fats such as avocado or olive oil, to sustain energy and reduce hunger. Finish with carbohydrates. If consuming carbohydrates, save them for last to minimize insulin spikes and promote leptin sensitivity, aiding in long-term satiety. By following these recommendations, you can harness the benefits of food order to regulate hunger hormones, reduce overeating, and maintain better control over your energy levels and overall health. This daily hack is a simple yet highly effective way to optimize how your body responds to food and promote lasting metabolic wellness. Focus point 3. Managing glucose spikes is a crucial component of long-term health and well-being, particularly in preventing metabolic disorders like type 2 diabetes. Glucose spikes, which occur when blood sugar levels rise sharply after meals, can lead to insulin resistance, inflammation, and even weight gain. Fortunately, various strategies can help stabilize blood sugar levels, enhance overall health, and prevent these spikes from occurring. Understanding glucose spikes. When you eat foods high in refined carbohydrates or sugars, your body rapidly breaks them down into glucose, leading to a spike in blood sugar levels. To counteract this, the pancreas releases insulin, which helps cells absorb glucose for energy. However, frequent glucose spikes can cause insulin resistance over time, leading to metabolic imbalances. Stabilizing blood sugar levels is key to preventing these effects and promoting sustained energy, cognitive function, and better metabolic health. Incorporating protein and fat into meals. One of the most effective strategies to avoid glucose spikes is to ensure that meals include adequate amounts of protein and healthy fats. Research has shown that protein slows down the digestion of carbohydrates, preventing rapid glucose absorption. Fats, especially healthy fats such as those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, further moderate the speed at which glucose enters the bloodstream. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that participants who consumed protein and fat before carbohydrates experienced significantly reduced post-meal glucose levels. Additionally, the inclusion of these macronutrients leads to more sustained energy throughout the day, preventing the rapid energy crashes associated with high glucose spikes. The power of fiber. Fiber, particularly soluble fiber, plays a key role in glucose management. Foods rich in fiber such as leafy greens, legumes, and whole grains slow digestion and reduce the rate at which carbohydrates are absorbed into the bloodstream. This moderating effect can help prevent sharp glucose spikes and stabilize blood sugar levels over longer periods. The renowned PREDICT study, which analyzed the effects of diet on glucose responses, demonstrated that participants with higher fiber intake experienced lower glucose spikes and improved insulin sensitivity. The study emphasized the importance of including fiber-rich foods in meals to maintain balanced blood sugar levels and reduce the risks of metabolic diseases. Smart carbohydrate choices. Choosing the right type of carbohydrates is another practical way to avoid glucose spikes. Low glycemic index (GI) foods, those that release glucose more slowly, help prevent the rapid rise in blood sugar seen with high GI foods like white bread, sugary snacks, and processed cereals. Opting for complex carbohydrates such as quinoa, sweet potatoes, and whole oats allows for a more gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, reducing the likelihood of spikes. A clinical trial conducted by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals who consumed a low GI diet over several months showed improved glycemic control and reduced insulin resistance, highlighting the benefits of smarter carbohydrate choices in daily eating habits. Timing your meals. The timing of meals, particularly in relation to physical activity, can have a significant impact on blood sugar levels. Engaging in light exercise after eating, such as walking for 10 to 15 minutes, can help reduce post-meal glucose spikes by promoting glucose uptake in muscles. Additionally, spacing out meals and avoiding late-night eating allows the body more time to regulate insulin levels and process glucose effectively. A study published in Diabetes Care showed that individuals who engaged in light post-meal exercise experienced a 50% reduction in postprandial glucose levels compared to those who remained sedentary. This simple habit of walking after meals can be a highly effective strategy for stabilizing blood sugar. Vinegar hack for blood sugar control. Incorporating vinegar, specifically apple cider vinegar, into meals is another practical strategy for reducing glucose spikes. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which has been shown to slow carbohydrate digestion and improve insulin sensitivity. Drinking a tablespoon of vinegar diluted in water before a high-carb meal can lead to a significant reduction in post-meal glucose levels. A randomized controlled trial published in Diabetes Research and Clinical Practice demonstrated that participants who consumed vinegar before meals had up to a 34% reduction in postprandial glucose levels. This simple yet effective vinegar hack is a natural low-cost way to enhance glucose stability and overall health. Stress management and glucose control. Stress is often overlooked as a factor that can contribute to glucose spikes. When the body is under stress, it releases cortisol, a hormone that raises blood sugar levels to provide energy for the fight or flight response. Chronic stress, therefore, can lead to persistently elevated glucose levels, which can have harmful long-term effects. Practicing mindfulness, engaging in relaxation techniques, and incorporating regular physical activity are effective ways to reduce stress and its impact on glucose control. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism published a study showing that individuals who practiced mindfulness-based stress reduction techniques experienced lower cortisol levels and improved glucose regulation over time. Managing stress alongside dietary strategies is essential for maintaining balanced glucose levels. Hydration and glucose stability. Staying well hydrated is another essential factor in managing glucose levels. Dehydration can lead to higher blood sugar levels because the body struggles to remove excess glucose from the bloodstream without sufficient water. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps support the kidneys in filtering out excess glucose and maintaining overall glucose balance. A study from the Journal of Diabetes and Metabolic Disorders highlighted that individuals with higher water intake had better glycemic control and lower risks of hyperglycemia. Drinking water before meals can also help control appetite, reduce food intake, and prevent glucose spikes after eating. Recommendations for avoiding glucose spikes. Balance your plate. Ensure meals contain a healthy mix of protein, fiber, and fats to slow carbohydrate absorption and prevent glucose spikes. Choose low glycemic foods. Opt for complex carbohydrates and avoid refined sugars and processed foods that cause rapid blood sugar spikes. Time your meals wisely. Eat meals at regular intervals, engage in light exercise after eating, and avoid late-night snacking to maintain stable glucose levels. Incorporate vinegar. Add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to meals for a simple, natural way to reduce post-meal glucose spikes. Manage stress. Practice mindfulness, deep breathing, or light physical activity to lower cortisol levels and promote glucose stability. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to support glucose regulation and overall metabolic health. Incorporating these practical tips into your daily routine can significantly reduce the risk of glucose spikes, enhance your energy levels, and improve long-term health outcomes. By prioritizing balanced meals, mindful food choices, and lifestyle habits, you can take control of your blood sugar levels and enjoy better overall well-being. Focus point 4. The long-term effects of managing glucose levels through food order and diet modifications can have a profound impact on preventing type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is primarily a condition of insulin resistance, where the body struggles to respond to the insulin it produces, leading to chronically high blood sugar levels. Over time, this can cause severe damage to blood vessels, nerves, and organs. However, by adopting simple strategies such as controlling glucose spikes and incorporating balanced meals, it is possible to significantly reduce the risk of developing this condition. Preventing type 2 diabetes through glucose control. One of the main pathways to type 2 diabetes is chronic glucose spikes. Every time we experience a sharp rise in blood sugar, the body is forced to produce more insulin to bring those levels down. Over time, the body becomes less responsive to insulin, creating a cycle that leads to insulin resistance. Repeated glucose spikes, even without the presence of diabetes, are a strong predictor of metabolic dysfunction. However, studies have shown that controlling blood sugar through mindful eating can help prevent this process. A long-term study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that individuals who adopted a diet designed to minimize glucose spikes and maintain balanced blood sugar levels had a 58% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes over a span of 10 years. The results were particularly profound in individuals who were overweight or at high risk of diabetes due to family history or lifestyle factors, showing that diet plays a critical role in the onset of the disease. Food order and type 2 diabetes prevention. The concept of eating food in the right order, vegetables first followed by proteins and fats and saving carbohydrates for last, can have a powerful effect on glucose regulation. By controlling the sequence in which we consume our food, the rate of glucose absorption into the bloodstream is slowed, preventing the sudden spikes that contribute to insulin resistance. This approach offers an effective, non-invasive, and low-cost method of controlling blood sugar, which is particularly beneficial for those at risk of diabetes. In a study published in Diabetes Care, participants who adopted this food order showed significantly lower post-meal glucose levels, as well as improvements in insulin sensitivity over time. The research revealed that this method of eating not only lowered immediate blood sugar levels but also had long-term benefits for metabolic health, reducing the risk of diabetes-related complications. The role of fiber and protein in diabetes prevention. Fiber and protein play critical roles in stabilizing glucose levels and preventing type 2 diabetes. Fiber, particularly from vegetables and whole grains, slows the digestion of carbohydrates, preventing rapid absorption of glucose. Over time, this helps maintain insulin sensitivity and reduces the risk of insulin resistance. Protein, on the other hand, supports the body's ability to produce and respond to insulin. Protein-rich foods such as lean meats, legumes, and dairy trigger the release of hormones that help regulate blood sugar. This ensures that glucose enters the cells more efficiently, reducing the likelihood of high blood sugar levels after meals. Furthermore, individuals who consume adequate amounts of fiber and protein are more likely to experience satiety, leading to fewer instances of overeating and less reliance on sugary snacks, which are significant contributors to glucose spikes and diabetes risk. A landmark study conducted by the Harvard School of Public Health found that individuals who consumed a diet high in fiber and protein, while minimizing refined carbohydrates, had a significantly reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Over the course of the 12-year study, participants who maintained balanced meals with these macronutrients experienced a 30% lower incidence of diabetes compared to those who followed more conventional eating patterns. Case study: preventing diabetes in high-risk populations. In certain populations such as individuals with a family history of diabetes, the risk of developing type 2 diabetes is notably higher. However, lifestyle interventions focused on glucose control can dramatically reduce this risk. A case study involving pre-diabetic individuals found that those who implemented strategies such as the food order hack, regular physical activity, and mindful carbohydrate intake were able to delay or even prevent the onset of type 2 diabetes. This intervention, supported by the findings of the Diabetes Prevention Program, showed that lifestyle changes could be more effective than medication in preventing the progression from prediabetes to type 2 diabetes. The participants who adopted these healthy habits experienced a 71% lower risk of developing diabetes, underscoring the powerful impact of diet and routine changes on long-term health outcomes. Recommendations for preventing type 2 diabetes. Prioritize food order. Adopt the habit of consuming vegetables first, followed by proteins and fats and carbohydrates last in each meal. This simple adjustment can slow the release of glucose into the bloodstream and prevent spikes that lead to insulin resistance. Increase fiber intake. Incorporate fiber-rich foods such as leafy greens, legumes, and whole grains into your daily meals to stabilize blood sugar and promote long-term metabolic health. Focus on protein. Ensure that each meal contains adequate amounts of protein to support insulin production and sensitivity, which is key to preventing blood sugar dysregulation. Limit refined carbohydrates. Minimize your intake of sugary, processed foods and opt for complex carbohydrates with a low glycemic index, which are absorbed more slowly and prevent glucose spikes. Monitor blood sugar regularly. If you are at risk for type 2 diabetes, consider using tools like continuous glucose monitors, CGMs, to track your blood sugar and identify any patterns of glucose spikes that need to be addressed. Engage in regular physical activity. Incorporating exercise into your routine not only helps manage weight but also improves insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake by muscles, further reducing diabetes risk. The long-term benefits of controlling glucose levels through diet and lifestyle changes cannot be overstated. By adopting simple, practical strategies, such as the food order hack, you can significantly lower your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. These methods not only promote better glucose regulation in the short term but also support overall metabolic health, ensuring lasting wellness for years to come. Focus point 5. Incorporating vegetables at the start of your meals, often referred to as the Veggie Starter, is a simple yet powerful strategy to manage glucose levels and improve overall health. Starting your meal with fiber-rich vegetables has a profound impact on digestion and blood sugar control. By slowing down the absorption of carbohydrates and reducing post-meal glucose spikes, this method enhances metabolic health, helps with weight management and supports long-term wellness. The science behind the Veggie Starter. Vegetables, particularly those high in fiber, are digested slowly. This slow digestion process creates a natural barrier in the stomach that prevents rapid absorption of sugars from carbohydrates consumed later in the meal. By eating vegetables first, you can reduce the rate at which glucose enters the bloodstream, thus stabilizing blood sugar levels. This not only helps with immediate glucose control but also reduces insulin demand over time, lowering the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. A study published in Diabetes Care demonstrated that individuals who began their meals with vegetables experienced significantly lower post-meal blood sugar spikes compared to those who started with carbohydrates. Participants who consumed a Veggie Starter also showed improved insulin sensitivity, suggesting that this simple eating habit can have lasting benefits for glucose metabolism. Real-world application. The Veggie Starter technique can easily be incorporated into any meal without major changes to your diet. For instance, starting with a salad of leafy greens or a bowl of steamed broccoli before moving on to proteins, fats, and carbohydrates can be highly effective. Vegetables like spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, and zucchini are excellent choices as they are not only rich in fiber but also packed with essential vitamins and minerals that support overall health. In Japan, where rates of type 2 diabetes are notably lower than in many Western countries, it's common to begin meals with a small plate of vegetables or a bowl of miso soup filled with fiber-rich ingredients like seaweed and tofu. This cultural practice aligns with the science of food sequencing and helps explain why Japan maintains one of the healthiest populations globally. Fiber's role in hunger and fullness. Eating vegetables first can also help with weight management by promoting satiety. Fiber, especially from vegetables, swells in the stomach and promotes a feeling of fullness, which helps prevent overeating during the rest of the meal. The fiber found in vegetables also stimulates the release of hormones such as peptide PY, and cholecystokinin, CCK, which signal to the brain that the stomach is full. As a result, you're less likely to overeat or reach for unhealthy snacks later in the day. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that participants who began their meals with a vegetable course consumed significantly fewer calories in the subsequent parts of their meal. They also reported higher levels of satiety and had lower levels of the hunger hormone ghrelin, suggesting that the Veggie Starter can help with appetite control and support long-term weight management. Practical tips for a Veggie Starter. Incorporating a Veggie Starter into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Here are a few practical ways to begin your meals with vegetables. Make a simple salad. A small salad of mixed greens, cucumbers, and tomatoes with a light dressing is an easy way to start any meal. Adding ingredients like nuts or seeds can provide additional nutrients without adding excess calories. Roast or steam vegetables. Roasted or steamed vegetables like cauliflower, carrots, or asparagus are great options to begin your meal. These veggies can be seasoned lightly with olive oil, herbs, or spices for extra flavor. Incorporate soups. Vegetable-based soups such as a classic minestrone or a light vegetable broth can be a delicious and filling way to start your meal while providing plenty of fiber. Plan ahead. Prep your veggies in advance so that you have them readily available to incorporate into meals. This can save time during busy days and ensure you stick to the habit. The benefits of consistency. While the Veggie Starter method may seem like a small change, its benefits compound over time. By consistently starting your meals with vegetables, you can significantly improve your glucose management, support a healthier weight, and reduce your risk of developing chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes. Moreover, this habit is easy to maintain and requires no costly supplements or drastic dietary changes. Recommendations for implementing a Veggie Starter. Commit to the habit. Make it a goal to start every meal with at least a serving of vegetables. Consistency is key to seeing long-term benefits. Choose high-fiber vegetables. Opt for vegetables rich in fiber such as broccoli, kale, and Brussels sprouts to maximize the glucose-regulating effects. Pair with healthy fats. For added flavor and health benefits, dress your veggies with a small amount of olive oil, avocado, or nuts. This can further help stabilize glucose levels and keep you satisfied. Incorporate variety. Eating a wide range of vegetables not only makes your meals more enjoyable but also ensures that you get a variety of nutrients that support overall health. By embracing the Veggie Starter habit, you are taking a small but powerful step toward better health. This strategy not only helps regulate blood sugar but also promotes weight control and improves digestive health, making it a valuable addition to any diet aimed at long-term well-being. Conclusion. In this audiobook, we introduced a revolutionary yet straightforward method for enhancing your metabolic health. The magic of food order. By beginning your meals with fiber-rich vegetables, followed by proteins and healthy fats, and concluding with carbohydrates, you can significantly reduce glucose spikes, control hunger, and aid in the long-term prevention of type 2 diabetes. This scientifically supported approach is easy to adopt and doesn't require major changes to your diet. Key focus points recap. Good protein sources. Discover how to incorporate high-quality proteins like legumes, lean meats, and plant-based options into your meals. Hunger and hormones. This eating strategy affects hunger hormones, helping you feel satiated for longer periods. Glucose spike prevention. Simple and practical strategies can effectively stabilize blood sugar levels, avoiding harmful spikes. Long-term effects on type 2 diabetes. Adopting this food order can significantly lower your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Implementing a Veggie Starter. Starting your meals with vegetables is an effective method for managing appetite and supporting overall health. Practical recommendations. Begin each meal with fiber-rich vegetables to slow carbohydrate absorption. Select proteins and healthy fats like fish, legumes, and olive oil to assist with glucose management. Save carbohydrates for the end to minimize their effect on blood sugar levels. Prepare your meals in advance to easily follow the food sequencing. The magic of food order is more than just a dietary adjustment. It's a strategy to enhance your metabolic health and prevent chronic diseases. This simple habit of eating foods in a particular order can bring significant health benefits, including reducing glucose spikes and influencing hormones that regulate hunger and fullness. Understanding how food affects our bodies empowers us to make better choices for our long-term wellness. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of food sequencing science. We hope you found this audiobook valuable and that it motivates you to embrace healthier habits. We appreciate your time and interest. If you enjoyed this audiobook, please like the video, subscribe to our channel for more insightful content, and share it with friends and family to spread the knowledge. And remember, the more you listen, the better you speak. Regularly engaging with English language audiobooks like this one will not only enhance your health but also improve your language skills. So keep listening and growing. Thank you for being a part of our Media Deem community.